In this video, I will be covering about genetics, where I will be covering 3 big aspects about it and maybe disbeliefs that you may have. Those 3 things are going to be why genetics aren't everything. Second is it takes time. And by the way, I will be covering these topics way more into this video. And then the third step is how we can optimize our genetics the most. So I will just start out with why genetics aren't important. So genetics aren't really important. The reason why I'm saying this is actually for my past self. So when I was younger, I were always the most skinny and the weakest in the classroom. So every single time I came to school, it was pretty much every day. Like, I literally remember every single school day like this. I came to school, it didn't really matter if I even had a hoodie on or a t-shirt on. Everybody had to comment on my skinny wrist and arm. And every single time somebody touched me, they were always saying things like, "Bro, I can feel your ribs, like I can feel your bones just by touching you." And it was so fucking annoying. And I always thought from those times that I'm just going to be a loser, maybe not a loser, but I'm never going to be attractive because of course I knew that it wasn't really attractive to be so skinny, because every single girl in my class who were like the hot ones, like the ones that every guy wanted to get, they always liked the guy who had a little bit of muscle. Like, of course, we were like 5th graders, so we were like 11 years old. So of course they didn't really, they probably went into like big muscles yet, but like they still like the thought of a boy having like a 6-pack and a little bit of muscle, you know, like an athlete. Think about like a kid athlete. And I was just the exact opposite of that. I hated doing sport at that time, and basically I was just the biggest loser. But anyway, the point is just that my genes weren't the best. Like, I would put up some picture of me when I was younger, and I was ugly. I had so many bad things. I had an asymmetrical face. I had the worst possible haircut. I was small, I was skinny, I was weak, I didn't have confidence. Like, I could make the list so much longer. But I definitely didn't have good genetics, right? So let's just agree on that. And now I have come to this. Like, I'll show some pictures again of me, how I look right now. And it is such a crazy process that I've been going through. And I'm so grateful that I didn't just blame my genetics anymore, because that's what I used to do. Back in the days where I used to play video games, and I always hated the popular guys because I just thought that they were just lucky. They just got the pack luck. Like, they were just lucky to have like the good genes. And now I think like I'm a fucking retard, because like, think about it. Why is somebody attractive? Usually, of course, some people can be lucky, but it's actually most of the time because of their habits that we have been doing throughout our lives. So if you know a really attractive person, I can almost guarantee you that he has not been doing that many bad habits. And I'm not talking about alcohol, fast food, because they can definitely be doing that. But I'm talking like things about like when they sleep, are they sleeping on the side? Because then more water will come to one of the side, and you will create more pressure on your like skull, and that's why you will probably get some asymmetrical parts of your face, which is what I have been doing my whole entire life. I have an uneven nose. I don't know if I got like hit by a fucking football and my nose just fucking decided to fucking be my downfall. But the point is, I changed, and I changed myself. So it wasn't just like, of course my genetics were bad, but should I just complain about it? Like, should I just have complained about it when I was younger and then not have done anything about it? No, because then I would never have come to this point. So if you are, I don't know, what could your insecurities be? Insecurities. So, I don't know, maybe it could be that you are a brown kid. Many people somehow think that is unattractive. You can definitely become a fucking attractive guy, even though you're brown. Like, just search up some people who are like brown. Like, there are attractive people, and you can do it as well. You just gotta put in the work, and you just gotta know what to do. So your genes aren't the fault. So I want to go to like the next step, which is it takes time. What I mean by this is that this took me a long journey to just improve to the point that where I am right now. And I'm not even close to be done. Like, I can become way more attractive. Because right now I'm trying to fix my, for example, habit with sleeping. I always sleep on one of my sides, and it's so dumb because, as I talked about before, the water in your face and the pressure that you're giving on the side of your face will actually like kind of decompress your skull, and it will maybe make your jaw more to one of the sides. It will just make you asymmetrical basically, and I'm trying to fix that right now by sleeping on my back. And it's hard. Like, I fail all the time. Like, I suddenly wake up sleeping like this, like looking like a fucking dead ass fish or something like that. And it's like, I just want you to understand that this is not a process that is quick. There's not going to go like 1 week or 1 month. This is a year's journey. It's not something that you just accomplish in a short amount of time. So you gotta make this something you want to do for life. And the only way that you can do that is really having the motivation to do so. Like, how bad do you want it? What is your motivation? What is your why? Because I always wanted to be attractive to girls. That is why I have been able to do it consistently. Like, it's not only sleeping, like, of course that sounds like simple, but I have been doing exercises for like my eyes, like doing literally this, and then squint my eyes, trying to get like, you know, the hunter eyes look basically. I've been doing that like every single day for like 2 months straight. It helped a little bit, but you get what I'm saying. I have been trying to do all this kind of look maxing, guys, like mewing, which has really helped me develop more forward growth. A little bit I can see, and then just a better jawline in general. Like, there's so many things that I could say. Doing skincare optimization, all of these different things, and they do really work. So like, stop fucking complaining. Like, I hated my younger self because when I had like pimples, I just thought that was just how it was. But then I started researching it, that, you know, fast food and processed food is actually the symptom of your pimples. So basically, to explain it quickly, the chemicals and all the processed shit that you're eating will basically be shown on your health. So if you eat shit, you're gonna get a lot of unclear skin, and you're gonna have dark circles around your eyes if you don't get your vitamins and enough water, enough sleep, all these different things. So basically, your habits reflect how attractive you are. Isn't that amazing to think about? Like, instead of being depressed, you should be so motivated to think about that there's something that you can do about it. So if you look like shit, like I did when I was younger, like I still don't even look that good, but it's a big progress step that I have been making. So if you want to improve your looks as well, which is probably why you're watching this fucking video, right? Then just get better habits. What could those habits be, you may ask? Your diet, because your diet shows how well your skin looks. So if you improve your diet, your gut health, your skin will begin to clear up. You won't get pimples everywhere. You won't get acne. All of this, it will be solved. Stop drinking alcohol and these things. Just hold yourself to water or dairy foods. It could be milk. Yeah, you can drink like tea. You can drink like filtered coffee. That's also fine. I don't really recommend doing those things. I don't like drinking caffeine. I think that it's way better to get like caffeine naturally by taking a cold shower or get like some electrolytes instead. Salt, just putting salt into like some water and just drink it basically. But that's off the point. So basically, it takes time, and I want you to know this. So find out your why as well. Why are you doing this? What is the thing that pops into your head whenever you want to quit? What is your motivation? For me, it was girls. I wanted to be attractive. Like, I don't think that's shameful to say. I believe that's natural, of course. We want to attract the opposite sex. So now, the last step. How can we optimize our genetics the most? So the way that we can optimize our genetics the most is I think I basically have said a lot of it. It is just doing the good habits. So as I actually talked a little about before, you can actually do exercises for your face to fix asymmetries. Like, I don't know if you have heard about thumb pulling. I don't really recommend those because there's not enough studies to show that it's actually useful, and it doesn't cause like injuries to like your skull basically. But there are some simple exercises you can do, like the prayer, where you literally just put pressure underneath your chin and then you just press up. And then you just do that for like 10-15 reps explosively, like intensely. That will literally give you more forward growth. Like if you have a narrow jawline like this, basically, if you do these exercises, then you can literally get your jaw to come more forward growth, basically. Like, I didn't even know that you could do those things. I just recently found that out by some popular guy. I don't know if you have seen him popping off. He's called Baby Stickly, basically, on social media. He's very famous for his amazing transformations, and I have literally joined his program for like $30 a month. I'm not trying to make you buy his or anything. I'm just saying that I really is benefited from it, and I do all these different exercises also for like getting more attractive eyes, because he talks about all these different habits that we're doing with, like, sometimes we raise our eyebrows like this when we're speaking, which means that we are training this muscle to actually be like this, so we have eyes like this. Isn't that crazy? Like, I literally didn't even know that there was such things. So your genetics, like, I fucking hated myself for being such a black-pilled guy. Like, if you don't know the black pill term, it's basically just that they think black pillers are people who think that genetics are everything. So if you don't have good genetics, you're lost. You can't be attractive, and I completely disagree with that. You can train your body. You can become aesthetic, like literally training the 6 aesthetic muscle groups that I literally have made a full-on course guide on. Like, literally, I have a community on where I have guys who are literally sending progress pictures and all this, and I have complete guides on how you can do it. If you're interested in that, then you can just click the link in the description. But anyway, there's so many things that you can do. Like, if you're literally skinny, fat, skinny, you can improve your body. When you improve your body, you at least go like 3 up in ratings. So if you are like a 4 out of 10 right now, you will definitely become like 7 out of 10 if you just get an aesthetic body. And all it takes is like 3 years of consistent work. And you can do it quicker with like my program, for example, on my videos where I tell you all the advice. So like, yeah, shut the fuck up if you're a person who says that, like, oh, genetics are everything, I don't have good genetics. Sure, okay, you may not have been born with good genetics, but the reason why you look shit right now is not because of your genetics, it's because of your habits. I can guarantee it. Do you know why you have a shit jawline? You really want to know it. Like, I like to be tough on you, because if I'm not tough on you and I just told you, you know, you're perfect as you are, like, you know what, it's okay to not have an attractive face, like, you know, you can have charisma instead. If I told you that, would you then ever want to change? Tell me, would you ever want to change if I told you, you know what, it's fine to be fat, nobody judges you? I'm gonna be brutally honest with you. If I see a skinny or a fat person, I judge them. Whether I like it or not, I do it because I know that they're doing something so unhealthy habits. You don't get fat by nothing. Like, I don't know how many times I have to explain this. Like, people tell me, you can't control being fat or skinny. Yes, you can, motherfucker. There's something called calories. There's something called a certain amount of calories that you gotta take in every single day. Like, you can learn about these fucking things. But people have such a narrow mindset that they just think, oh, no, there's nothing to do about it. I'm fat. So I'm fat. There's nothing to do about it. Yes, you can fucking cut down your calories. You can do more activity, so you will begin to fucking lose weight. It amazes me that people are so black-pilled. Like, they literally just think that there's nothing I can do if I'm just not born attractive. Attractiveness is built in good habits. Always fucking remember that. And if you want more advice on how you can do this, then I have lots of different videos on my channel where I have shown you tutorials on how to meal all these different kind of things. So if you enjoy this kind of content, then go down and click subscribe so you can become a part of this big community that this is gonna be, where you get educational content, not all of this bullshit editing style. You just want to become more intelligent. You just want to make faster progress, don't you? Then fucking subscribe and see my videos. It is free content. And if you want to get faster progress and more advanced, then go down and click the link in the description. One last thing. Today's effort makes tomorrow's success. Thanks for watching. And have a wonderful day, bro.